put this one on over here? Is that going to be a nuisance?
Hey there, what's going on? I'm working here, so yeah. Sorry, I was just messing around with the computer, making sure everything is up and running. So we are going, and sometimes I'm going to be here, sometimes I'm going to be over there, or over there. I'll try to move the camera around as I move around, but yeah, we're working. So, any questions you might have? Ashley and I are both here, and ready to answer any questions that you might have. So, hello everybody, Big Brother Grandma Wrinkles already in. Looks like we've got a couple of watchers, lurkers. So yeah. Otherwise, I'm working. So yeah, I don't know what else to add to that. So I'm working here. Dave Tyson working too, listing Vietnam magazines. That's cool. Hey Sherry, what's going on? I'm gonna pop out my chat and my Hangout. Set that. Good, good. Hey Carla, James Hester, pictures of jeans. I hate taking pictures of pants. Thinking about work, armchair picker. It's Sunday, so usually football is on, so we're Sunday is an off day for us. Today's the Pro Bowl, and nobody really gives a crap about that, so we're working. We actually have to work because we went to 2 estate sales and 2 auctions yesterday. The estate sales were nothing great. The auctions were good, and we bought a ton of stuff, and I already made back my money. I'll show you what I bought that made back my money for the whole day. So, and it's the only thing I listed so far. But that'll be later because I'm fucking busy right now. So, Thrifty Living, listing vintage video game systems that you've been putting off for way too long. One thing I learned about vintage video games is you have to list them when you get them because the market can be a little bit wishy-washy. It does go up and down, so yeah. I would list them as soon as I get them. They trend upward though, but yeah, month to month it can go up and down by a good 10%. It's about what the stock market does. No, stock market doesn't go that much. It's not that bad. Babe, I can't do tape. I bought tape that is actually 1.9 inches, so it's smaller than my little tape holder. So it always falls between little catches. But I got another one. So hope everybody's doing okay. And hey, Margot, what's going on? Now this one fell. Just have a little bit of shipping to do. I'm actually going to stop after this one. We've already packed up 18 or so items. We have this one, which is the same guy bought 3 items. What brand tape do I use? Carla's asking. I used to like EcoSwift. The last couple of batches have been pretty bad. Now I'm on to Seal Plus, but Seal Plus is that short. It's 1.9 inches instead of 2. I do want to go to a 3-inch roll, and then I'll have to research brands once I get there. But yeah, it's been a hard go with tape for me since EcoSwift kind of took a dump. Started putting out crappier tape because I've been using them for 2 or 3 years. Tape, whatever is the cheapest at the Walmart. Yeah, Walmart, even the cheapest tape at Walmart is a ripoff. So, hey Beth, what's going on? Like I said, sorry if I'm all over the place. I'm not always on screen, but you know, I'm bouncing around. I'm doing shit. David Armstrong. Hey, David, check out 3-inch craft paper tape dispensers. That's what I'm looking at. If the price is not too crazy, probably once I run out of this tape, I'm going to try to go to a 3-inch roll. Armchair Picker uses a 2-inch desktop dispenser. If I had room for a desktop dispenser, I'd probably do that, but I don't. So I have to stick to these handheld dispensers. Yeah, you don't use much of them, but yeah. So try.
There's some in there. I don't think it'll work. You want this to go on my phone? To change the water?
No, you can put it in the kitchen.
Oh, that's so nice. I'm still gonna put it over here.
See, where do we find a desk dispenser? You could probably find one on Amazon, I'm sure. Whatever happened to the morning show? That's the wrong channel. Sorry, guy. You have to ask the owner of that channel. That's not me.
Okay. What's next?
I don't know. All right, so like I said, we went to 2 estate sales, which we didn't buy anything from. We went to a auction, 2 auctions, which we did buy stuff from. And I already made my money back because I bought a lot. I spent $65, and they called it a lot of fans.
The rest of the lot's still in the car.
The rest of the lot's still in the car. We have tons. I'll probably need a box for this.
Well,
Look in that eBay box.
I don't know.
So I bought that lot for $65, and everybody was looking at me like, "Why are you spending $65 on fans and broken boxes?" And they're probably
There's a
returns
Wii.
and rejects and all that. There was a Wii in there, which they disclosed. What they did not disclose is there was a full set of HP 507A laser jet ink toner. And I listed it this morning, actually about an hour and a half ago, for $500. Wow, that just levitated there on its own. And it sold within an hour. I've got a deal going on, a promotion, $5 for every 25 you spend, and it sold for $404. So that covered all the buys. So now I'm back to where I started. So
Everything else is just gravy.
everything else is gravy. Did that box more?
I don't think it's not very deep, but I can't reach it either.
Oh.
I mean, I put it up there, but it's not gonna work. You're talking about the eBay box. It's not gonna work. Because it's try it.
No, it's not gonna work.
I told you. You gotta be a butt about it.
So we're looking for boxes. So yeah, so I made my money back on that one partial. I bought the whole lot of stuff, so I still have more stuff that I could sell. But that $65 purchase,
I might keep that.
she might keep the Wii because she got to keep something. I sold the whole thing for $404 for that ink, and then made back my whole money. That's the point of the whole freaking story. So that's it. Hey, Wes Whedon, what's going on?
Was this box being ridiculous?
That wasn't work.
Is that gonna work?
It might.
I'm not confident.
Now I gotta find a box that'll work for these toners. I'm thinking if we stack them like that.
Well, that's what you gotta see if they'll fit like that in here.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know if I'll stack them too.
No, they won't go too.
Yeah.
So this box won't.
Nope.
I think you're gonna need a medium.
Okay, so we can't ship these right now. Unless I cut down another Walmart large.
Did you want to ship them right now? I thought you were done shipping for the moment.
Well, they're out.
Well, they're out because they're taking the space. Do you want to empty out the van?
No.
It's gonna have to be done.
What about those?
How does that go again?
Like that.
All right. That might work.
Big brother got a barcode scanner. Life is much easier now.
Can I have a blade?
I don't know that I would use a barcode scanner that much. All right. And I don't know. I guess it would be easier for listing, but I just Amazon app. That's mostly what I have, barcodes, stuff that's barcoded. What else would you use a barcode for? I don't even know. Big brother. Obviously scanning barcodes.
Here.
Listing. Barcode scanner for listing.
Which size is it? Oh, is that size?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hand it. Don't worry.
Yep.
I won't throw it at you like you did to me.
A lot of stuff you get is new and packaged, so that's why it makes listing faster. Yeah, I can see that. A lot of stuff I buy is old, beat up, shitty shit. All right, we'll go with that. Shitty shit. Ooh.
Can this one lay on top?
Another bitch.
Alright, well, do you want to just set them to the side until we get the medium one? It's in there. I just set them.
Oh. Shipping is always easier when you have the right size boxes.
We've got it somewhere.
It's here somewhere. Let's see. Oh. Let's go over other good, cool things that I won at the auction last night. Shit.
That you just broke.
What the hell puts a yarn on there? Freaking lot tags. Good thing that was off camera. It's like it never happened.
Uh-huh.
Alright, no, we're gonna put me on camera over there. Maybe like that. There you go, friends. What's going on?
What's their last name?
What? Royal? Alright. So, well, first cool thing I bought, there's a story behind this. I bought a bunch of John Deere manuals.
Can you see them? Is the lighting in it?
Yeah, lighting's fine. Here's a 4020 tractor. Harrow attachment, which is a little bit newer. Row crop cultivator. So on and so on. Moldboard plows. Field cultivator, another harrow attachment. Moldbro plow, rear blade. So I don't know, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 12 of them here. And I went to this auctioneer's house because they were having an estate sale. Sorry, I don't like how close my fat face is to the camera. I picked those manuals up and I was like, hey, how much for them? And they said something crazy like $10 a piece. I was like, oh, well, would you do 5? I'll give you 5. There's 12 of them here, $60.
I thought
And
it was even more than that at the time. I don't know.
I think I offered them 75.
Okay.
And they were like, no, can't do that. They're worth way more than that, which they're not really worth a whole lot more than that. And so I passed on them, and then they open up this auction house, and I go, and I bought the lot for $20. So if you have a decent deal in front of your face, take it. Don't pass it up. That's my
Saved you money.
thing on that. That's my whatever fable. I don't know what the hell you call this. Can I see the other thing?
You want
Another lot I bought, paid $27.50 for this photo album. But it's a cool photo album with lots of blank pages. So that's kind of interesting. And then we get to, oh, that's Elvis. These are all Elvis photos. Some of them are postcards. A lot of them are like candid shots. There you go.
some of them are shots that came on TV.
Yeah, so there's a couple, like the lady took a picture of him on TV. There's a couple more. This is a Christmas card, but it's not in Elvis's handwriting or anything. So there's that. Some more Elvis stuff. So yeah, I bought Elvis pictures. A vast majority of them are original photos. And when I looked them up last night, about 5 or 6 of them go for anywhere from $40 to $60. So yeah, it's cool. It's all 70s. None of the early stuff, which obviously would be better, I think. This is fat Elvis stuff. So, and I could say that because I'm fat. Not being, what do you call that? Bodyist? I don't know. Not fat shaming. But, yeah, cool stuff. Am I going to piece them out or list the whole thing? I'll probably piece them by what I can gather is a concert based on what he's wearing. So like these 4 would be a set. Like these would be a set. I might just do by, it looks like it's pretty much broken down that way. So I might just do by page. Like these 6 are all the same. So I might do those 6 as a lot. To piece them out would just take a while, and I don't want to give people the opportunity to say, oh, I want this one, but not that one. So then I'm stuck with a bunch of Elvis photos that nobody wants. So.
But on the positive side, you now have nothing invested in it.
Yeah, I mean, since we've made our money back on the toner, this is all free, basically. All profits. And then these are, she took pictures of the TV. So these are not worth anything. But she took pictures of the TV screen. So, yeah, so that's another cool thing from the auction last night. Paid $27.50 for that photo album. There's probably about 30 pictures there, give or take. Say $50 per 5 or $10 a piece. So that's about $300.
Give or take. Yeah.
And then I spent $20 a piece on these. Some were good, some were not good. They are rifle scopes. This is a BSA rifle scope. This box is really in not great shape, so I'm not going to pull it out. But we all know what a scope looks like, right? They look like this, except metally looking and not artistic. So, D. Skinner, hey, hey. Sassy Seller said that could be worth something to a collector. The Elvis photos, absolutely. So I'm not listing them yet. Obviously, I haven't taken pictures, so it's it really. I don't know whether to sell them as a collection, all of them in one shot, or break them down. Right now, my thought is to break them down, but I have to research and see if I can figure out if that's like a specific 1 year period of his life, and then that might be worth listing as a whole. Or if it was like from 67 to 75, then it may not be worth listing as a whole. It may not be beneficial to list as a whole. So this is a Tasco Euro Pro scope, and there it is. I don't know if that's the right way. That's not the right way. That's the right way. Tasco is a good brand for scopes. The box is actually dated 1986, and so it's got some age to it. I don't know if that helps or hurts. I looked another one up with the same specs. Only one has sold or been offered, from what I can see, and it sold for 150. So I paid $20 a piece. That sold for 150. These BSAs sell for, and I think I have another one. Pretty sure I did. This one's probably $75. So, all right, James Hester, a question in general. I was waiting for her to finish. Are board games based on movies or TV shows worth picking up?
It depends. There's no easy answer to that question.
Yep.
It really depends what it is, and really, I think how many were made.
I'll put you on camera, lady.
Like certain scenets, certain Harry Potter scenets do well, but then other ones don't. There's versions of the Friends scenet. Some of those do well, some of them don't.
But that's just scenets.
Right, but
if you're looking into like vintage TV shows, like the Cheers game sucks.
yeah, what Mork and Mindy, I think we had one of those. That was
okay.
It was all right.
Just throw it out.
It really there's no easy answer. It's yes and no.
Like the MASH board game can do well.
There isn't any one that's like, oh, if you see that, you have to grab it. It's a TV show.
If you want to say Jumanji's based on the movie, it's really the other way around. The game, I believe, is based on the... I don't know how that goes down, but...
I don't know.
But Jumanji is good. Zathura is a game based on a movie. That's good. Typically, we haven't had one in a couple of years. So basically, the values go up and down so much with board games. That's what I try to stress when I'm showing board games. Is every time you see a game, whether you just sold it 2 weeks ago or not, always.
We always check it. We check it every single time, even if it's. We just check to see where the market is, because it really does go up and down.
Yep. So that's...
Hullabaloo is a good example of that. We used to buy them all the time, but then they plummeted, so we stopped.
And now they're back up.
And now they're going back up. So you really have to just watch.
Sorry, I'm answering my brother's message.
What's your brother want? There are other games off of TV shows that'll really hit on this.
I don't think we have it right now.
Oh, I don't think so. But like I want to say like Monopoly is something.
The Monopolies, like the Simpsons, we have a Peanuts over there, Peanuts Monopoly. All those are kind of
So we have the SpongeBob Game of Life. It's not great. It's certainly not a home run,
but
but
it's, $30.
right. Yeah,
All
it
right.
just varies.
Moving on. Barry
Okay.
Worth has an important question.
What is Barry's worth question?
Is it always worth paying the extra $1 for the milkshake at Cookout?
Yeah. Have you had their milkshakes? Yeah. And they have like every flavor you can think of.
Yeah.
I think unless you want to show them vacuums, you're gonna have to get the rest of it out of the car.
Yeah. We bought vacuums. We bought a pallet lot of vacuums at auction. Hey, Mr. Sadie. And they're all not working, and they say salvage on them and whatever. So
some of them even like one says broken belt, one says
power
broken.
button doesn't work. So we bought a lot of them to part out. So nothing really to show there, but
not unless you really like vacuums.
We're probably gonna part some out here in a few minutes. So. Wes Whedon says, it sounds like I need a road trip to visit in Shakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wait, isn't he in Tennessee?
Yeah.
They have cookouts in Tennessee.
And Nashville. So if
is that the only? No, it's not. Aren't they in Chattanooga too?
Yes, Nashville or Chattanooga. So.
I mean, by all means, if you want to have a road trip, let us know.
Yeah.
But.
D. Skinner just got past my first eBay suspension. Well, at least you got past it. That's good.
I'm going to try the heat on this.
Roman, if you knew you were going to die tomorrow, what would your last meal be? I don't know. I've been on this low carb thing, so I'd probably just, no, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think about stuff like that, really.
What?
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do next here.
What?
I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do next.
I really think you need to empty out the van.
No.
Why?
The fan sucks.
Well.
All right. Garage is going open, guys. It's going to get noisy.
It's going to be loud.
Yep. I'll move the camera this way so you guys can't see me. I'll be like, oh, nope. Sorry, we're high tech here with this camera angle stuff. And good enough, good enough.
All right.
Have I looked near Chattanooga for auction houses? I have not. We had to travel a little bit for what we bought last night, but I feel like to go to Chattanooga, I would have to spend the night and then come back. And it makes me nervous to spend the night somewhere, like in a hotel, and have my car locked with stuff in it. So I'd rather get there, get back. If it's locked in my neighborhood, at least I'm somewhat secure, even though I've got something to share in a little bit. But in regards to that, but at least I know nobody's going to break a window to get into my car. So you never know for sure, but it's a lot more susceptible in a car in a hotel parking lot than in.
Okay, this is rough.
Yeah.
But if this one doesn't make the humming noise that the other one makes, I want to keep this one and get rid of the other one. There's that. But it is.
South Dakota Sellers is asking how many items are in my store. And sorry, I'm not on camera, guys. I'm still over by the computer so I can read questions. Right now, at this very moment,
A whole bunch.
let's see if I have any. 884.
Hey,
That's what I've got in my store right now. 884 with a quantity of 1114. So I've got 884 listings, and then some are multiple quantities, which gets me up to 1114 total items.
all right.
How many miles on the van? About 160,000. It's not that bad, but the van is still shitty. So we want to get out of the van as quickly as possible. Some guys try to move as close to us as last. Maybe ready. We can get to hang out and see what they got there. Absolutely, Wes. Whenever you want to go, yeah, we can go. Chattanooga, I hear, is a fun city. I've never been though. But yeah, I'd like to go and check things out. We have driven through it a couple times, but never stopped. Yeah, we've been West at 884 kicking ass. Remember when it was almost 500? Yeah, we bumped it up a bit since we went to the anchor store. We kind of had to. So, you know, $300. You don't want to waste that with 500 listings. So now we're doing 5-day listings.
George Foreman?
Yeah.
What do you mean, really?
Oh, roasting machine. All right, so she's bringing in some of the things that we won at the auction. So there's feedback. That might be road noise. We're right outside the highway, so you're probably hearing road noise. One of the other things we got that were just in the lot, and I know I'm dark and whatnot, but it's a printer. It's an HP printer. I'll see if it works. Some printers do. I'm going to move the camera over here because there's no sense in having it over there. There we go. It's an HP Photo DeskJet 3520. I don't think it's any good, but sounds like I'm in my bathtub underwear. Okay, if anybody else thinks I sound weird when I talk, let me know. I can try to change my inputs. Okay, let me know if that's any better. Give it a second to catch up. Okay, how does that sound? Any better? Am I better? Am I better? Does it sound any better? Okay, good. Mr. Sadie asked, how are sales? Sales are actually pretty good. Very consistent on eBay. It's I don't know. It's just consistent. We're able to stay afloat and get ahead a little bit, and our buying budget's getting better, which is important. So, yeah. No longer sounding like Darth Vader. Thanks. If I get like that, just let me know because I have nobody on here to tell me that I sound like shit. So, good. Thank you. Thank you. Better, better, good. D Skinner, how does a $300 bill for your eBay store feel compared to a $60 bill? Does it affect my attitude? Yeah, it doesn't. Well, it does. It does because it motivates you to use what you're paying for. So, on 60, I was going over my listings by about the 8th or the 10th of every month. So every month I would see, when I relist, just that little tack, $4.80 because I relisted 48 items, or, I listed 20 items, so that's another $2. And just every day you see that, tick, tick, tick. And it got in my head to where I'm like, I can't keep listing and paying this little bit of money.
Well, I got to the point where you were like, well, I'm going to list that, but I want to wait till the new month starts.
Right. So it'd be like the 26th or 27th of the month. And I'm like, all right, I've got to stop listing. And I'll just wait until the first hits. So now I don't have to worry about that. So I just list. And the actual dollar amount this month was my first month. So I have that the first full month plus the partial month, and the credit that they give you for what you used on the premium account equates to like nothing. So when my bill reset my amount owed right at that moment was $489, and I had a zero balance the day before, so it went from 0 to $489, and I just continued to pay on it every day. And now, I don't have a bill. I have, $200 what's left from this month from my billing from my eBay fees, because the next month's 300 hasn't hit yet. So as long as you're paying every day, throw something at it, throw 15% of what you sold that day towards your fees, and that'll cover that. And then once your 300 hits, then, or your 60 or whatever, that just kind of rolls right in. So
you want to see this stuff before I stack it over here?
Yeah. Mr. Sadie, did I sell all the NASA stuff? I still have some, not a whole lot. A couple of computer parts, and I have some stuff that I haven't even listed yet. It's just loose paper that's not in a binder. So I got to figure out how to figure out what that is. So, all right.
There's a box there that is just random. What?
So holy cow.
Yeah.
Okay. So this all came in that lot that I spent $65 on. This says yesforall.com. It's a Walmart thing. It was a store return. Change mine, did not want, $18.99. I'm assuming it's a TV mount. Yeah, it's a TV mount. I don't know what I'll get for it. Yeah, it was free, so if I get $20 for it, I don't know.
We got.
Oh,
it's a swing. I knew there was something, but I didn't know what it was.
We got a baby swing.
There's stuff like it's gonna fall out of it.
We got this thing. Look at that kid. I don't know.
The kid is a little big though.
We'll check. Maybe we can eBay this.
You're gonna check to see if it's all there.
Yeah. So that's the kind of stuff that we bought out of the ink toner, the toner lot. So
it really was a hodgepodge of stuff.
Berryworth, is my PayPal working capital loan paid off? Yes. We paid off the 30%, and now we're in a 15%. So Yes, it is. The 30% was paid off. So now we're in a much better cash flow situation. And with that new PayPal loan, at 15%, we did things like we had to fix the van again.
VCR, and you have absolutely no interest in.
Not that one. So yeah, we fixed the van. We put some in reserves and things like that. So Mr. Sadie's at 15%. I really wouldn't go above that. Maybe 20% if you need it, but when I did the loan, it was like 15% was one amount, 20% was like $500 more. So it really wasn't worth it to me to dedicate 5% more of my money, of my sales, to get an extra $500. It just didn't make sense. Dave Tyson, you ever sell the Rolex? Yes, that sold back in October. I don't remember what we got for it.
I don't remember either.
About $400 is what we got for it.
Did you talk about the electronics lot?
No.
Not yet. Okay, so do you want to show that?
We bought an electronics lot. Talk about it now. It's just stereo components. We bought some guy's stereo system. There's a Techniques. I'm holding it up like it's a Techniques dual cassette. I believe all the AC adapters are somewhere. It was all hooked up still in the back. Like all this stuff was still hooked up. So and I'll do that again just to emphasize. Techniques EQ equalizer. I paid $30 for this lot.
30 or 35.
I'm looking at 35 to 75 per piece.
Except for the VCR.
Except for the VCR. This one's got some work to do, but it's a Techniques. It's not. I wish it were a record. Nope. I wish it were a record player, but it's a 5 CD disc, multi-compact disc player. So, and there's more.
Yeah, there's one more piece, but it's still in there. And it's like, wires. Where are you gonna put that? Is it heavy?
Put this thing in it.
Can you take it out? I thought.
Yeah. You help?
Sure.
Of course. All right. And it's a Yamaha receiver that's heavy as hell. So I'm not going to hold it up too long here. So, yeah, that's what I got. Nice garage door opener. Whoever said that, that's a piece of shit. So I guess he's saying that because I wasn't on camera. But like I said, guys, I'm fucking working here. So I'm not always going to be on camera. So, like right now, I'm not on camera.
Well, you want gonna set it in the living room right now?
No. Oh shit. Looking at other things. So this was in a box. It's a Samsung accessory kit. It's upside down, you guys. User manual 6 series. I don't know what that is. There is a remote in there. And there's a plug over here. So you think he's a troll. Hey, Thom, what's going on? Yeah, he might be a troll, but I'm not going to boot him. Just, you know, whatever. He can make his comment. I don't care. I don't get all upset over trolls, especially when they say, like, nice garage door opener. That's not really, you know. If he were a troll, it'd be a bad one. Because if I was going to troll, I never have because I don't have time for that shit. But I'd like go in with like either pro-Trump, anti-Trump, something that's really going to, you know, piss people off. Not my garage door opener. Jay Zepp, what's going on? So this box that came in that lot for $65 is just remotes, some more remotes. This is a Sharp. So some remotes can be really good. Some remotes not so much, but yeah. They could be hit or miss, but let's say there's a whole box of them. Say I got 30 of them and half of them are good. I'm going to say that's good as like $20 a piece. So that's $300 in remotes. If half of them are worth $20, let's say the whole lot's worth $10 a piece. For 30 remotes. That's good. Penny Pinching Mom, what's going on? Waiting for the damn reminder and it never came. Now I missed 50 minutes. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. I tried to schedule the show out so that it would send the reminders that we're going live. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with them, why they won't send out the reminders right when it goes on. So yeah, I told you I got another scope. Don't even. She don't like to be wrong. That's a problem. Sorry, because she cute. What? Another scope. That's it's probably backwards for you guys. 1545 by 50 millimeter scope. It's a BSA again. Blue series, whatever that means. West online auction or auction house. This is auction house stuff. We actually went to 2 different auctions. And this appears to be fairly new. Nope, it's missing something. Unless it's on here. There it is. There's a hole there for something, but it's not there. So I have to see if it's already on the scope on the end here. If it is, then it's complete. If not, then not. I'm going to say 100 if it's not complete, 200 if it is. So, Coney Hatch. Got the notice, wasn't near my phone to know. Yeah, that happens. That's all right. Penny Pinching Mom's getting rid of all the FBA books today. Someone coming to pick them up. Hallelujah. You know, I bought a ton of books, and I'm not buying books anymore. I'm done. I will receive books if books are in lots or whatever that I buy, but I'm not buying lots of books. Not worth it.
What do you want to do with that last box?
Uh,
Where do you want to put that? Do you want to clear a spot on the table here? The last big lot that we got was a giant box of shoes, boots. No. No. You want to take them out of that box and put them in something else?
No. So these shoes are not, they're boots. These are Redhead, which, you know, can do okay. This is Red Wing, Iris Setter, but it's beat to hell, these shoes. These boots that I grabbed.
Boots.
Like,
Made for walking.
yeah. I spent $45 on a box of a ton of them. I don't know, there's a ton of them. But
We won't put it.
I don't want to leave it in the car for now.
Well, you can't get the boxes out. Then go get your medium box. Alright.
So yeah, I spent $45 on that box of boots. It was a bad buy, I'm sure. Maybe I'll pull a couple out of there and break even.
Luckily for you, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I've already broken even, so. But I don't want to make it a habit of carrying around a big box of shoes in the van. Anyone else watching the Rumble tonight? You know, the Royal Rumble. It's a wrestling thing. I used to really enjoy the Royal Rumble and wrestling, and
I'm gonna close the garage.
Royal Rumble was always my favorite. So I may watch it. Yeah, go ahead. The only reason why I know who anybody is today is because I have a game that I play that's wrestling based, but it's like one of those match coins, and it's like you match, 3 purple gems and your guy does a move to the other guy. I don't know, it's a weird game. So I have that game, but I don't know who the guys are. So I may watch it just so I can know who the guys are, because I'm part of what they call a faction, and all these guys are serious about it. And I'm just an average player, doesn't know the wrestlers or anything. So I may watch tonight just so I can know who the hell these guys are talking about. But Dental up still, yeah. The pay-per-views are cool. I'll give you that. And I can watch them for free, so I might as well. Right? You can watch it.
See.
You can watch it for the dudes.
Yeah. Wait, you're really gonna cut down 1.5 inches?
Yeah.
You gotta step aside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. People found the sapphire. I don't know what we're doing to play. Okay. So I don't know what to do. Could I get a new game? Today the one gets today, tomorrow, the day after.
There you go. So our kids got tablets for Christmas. What? Yes. Apparently, if they're without their tablet, they don't know what the hell to do with themselves. So, and David brought up something that I can now bring up because I can segue because he asked a question. So, David Armstrong asked, "Any more info on the missing Amazon shipment?"
Oh.
All right. So, I'm gonna box myself in so I can tell the story. Somebody stole my fucking shipment. Yeah, I scheduled a pickup for UPS. I had 4 boxes of Amazon FBA stuff to go. Now, granted, some of the boxes had 2 or 3 items, but still, there were one box had 2 Coco Motions and an NFL strategy game that was worth $100. The Coco Motions were $70 a piece, so they're expensive items, and they're just gone. We actually scheduled a UPS pickup on.
It was on Wednesday.
Wednesday the 17th. So this was almost 2 weeks ago now.
But that was also the whole snow and ice thing.
We had snow and ice. Mostly ice. Which, you know, whatever. It was 2 days after stuff was closed down. So Wednesday I go to check on my pickup because they didn't pick up and I can't find it. I can't find any record that I even requested a pickup. So I was like, all right, fine. Maybe the system glitched out somehow. They didn't pick up. I'll just schedule another pickup for Thursday. Thursday comes around. They don't pick up again. I go back to ups.com, try to look up my pickup. There's no record of it. And you can, if you have an account, you can go and log in, go to your pickup history, and there should be a record of every pickup that you've ever done. And I'm looking at the computer because that's where I am, but the camera's over here. So Friday, actually Thursday, I forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I left them out overnight, which, you know, she woke up the next morning and was like...
I woke up the next morning to get our youngest off to school. And I was like, oh, the boxes are still out. You left them out overnight. And I got him on the bus. I mean, we're talking 7:30, between 7:30 and 8. The boxes were still out.
And then I get up. This is now Friday.
It's now Friday. And we, at that point, after the child's off to school, we shower and do our morning thing because we had to go and pick up.
We had stuff to pick up at an online auction.
Yeah.
So first thing I do, I come downstairs, get my coffee, come in here, UPS pickup. Because this stuff needs to go now. And we go in the house, we finish getting ready.
By the time I come down the second time, the boxes are gone.
Yes, the boxes were gone by about 11.
I think it was before that.
Before that, yeah. When we left for Tennessee, they were gone. So it's like, all right, cool. They got them because I know I'm going to get flack for saying this, but when we lived in North Carolina, and people are ragging on me for comparing Alabama to North Carolina, but when we lived in North Carolina, we had the UPS Smart Pickup. We put in the Smart Pickup. 15 minutes later, half an hour later, somebody was there. Every single time.
Well, it's not Okay. It's not just comparing North Carolina, Alabama. We've lived in 4 different states. I did the math. I think since Travis was born, we've had 9 different addresses.
We've moved.
We've moved. And in North Carolina, we had 2 separate addresses that we shipped UPS from. We have never, ever had a problem with the package go missing.
Yep.
Ever.
Never.
We've been selling on Amazon for 4 or 5 years. Never, ever had something go missing.
Right.
But
and they've always picked up right away. They're very on the ball with that. Here, not so much. So
the system's
whatever.
Not working right.
Yeah, they don't know how the system even works. So so by 10:30, I was like, all right, cool. They already came and got it. Maybe they figured out their shit and they're, this is how it's going to be. A week goes by and now we're ready to send out last week's shipment, which is already gone and starting to be checked in. So I'm like, how come we're not? Well,
I asked. I said, "Is that was our biggest shipment we've sent since we've been here?" I said, "Has that been checked in yet?" And he goes, "No, I don't think so." And he went and he checked on it, and he's like, "There's nothing. It's
no tracking.
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's just gone."
Yep. So she has to call UPS because now the account's in her name because UPS does free smart pickup for a year on new accounts. So she calls up UPS. They can't figure out how to pull up any history of any pickup request that we have made. So there's nothing that they can do. There's nothing that Amazon will do, of course. It's just somebody came. That's the only thing I could think of because the stack was as high as me, and it's just gone. So it's
frustrating. It's annoying. There's 1,000 other words you could use to describe it, but it's reality. It's going to happen, and we've documented it, and we will write it off as a loss.
It'll be a loss on our taxes, but yeah.
And just clearly we know where we live is not the greatest, obviously.
But it's like Friday morning.
Yeah, I don't
know. Who's out looking to steal shit on a Friday morning? On any morning?
Well, who is that pathetic that they steal stuff? They have no idea what's in those boxes.
Yeah.
No idea.
And I have a feeling I know what they did with it. There's an auction.
That's a theory.
It's a theory, but it's my theory, so I'm gonna fucking say it.
You're an ass now.
No. There's an auction that runs every Friday and Saturday nights, and it's one of these kind of pull your van in, pull your truck in, unload it, and throw it on the table, and we'll just sell it. So yeah. I think that's what they were probably sellers at that style of auction. I'm not going to say that auction specifically, but they probably loaded it up in their van, went straight down to the, an auction because it was Friday. So there's tons of auctions on Fridays and just sold it. So I've looked on Craigslist. I've looked on OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, and there's no items that match what I sell, even for sale. So
it is what it is.
Penny pinching mom. Do any of your neighbors have surveillance cameras?
There's one down the road that does.
But it's not going to pick up down here.
No, it's on her driveway. It doesn't.
Yeah.
If they stole something from her house, she would know.
I did ask in our neighborhood Facebook group, if anybody saw anything weird on our street, a weird, truck or SUV or whatever rolling around. Somebody who also works from home, who lives down the road here, did say that there was a white SUV slowly driving by houses, but he just assumed that they were picking up trash. So because we have big trash pickup and they go outside. So Barry Worth, do you regret buying in that neighborhood? I'm still going to say no. I regret having faith in people.
I can agree with that.
I regret believing that everybody is honest and good and I can leave my stuff outside.
And that Southern hospitality
actually exists, which it does for some people. Some people are nice, and
yeah.
People around here are very, very nice. We're not shitting on Alabama, so fuck you.
Again,
But
4 different states. And one of those 4 states, I would have expected this to happen.
yeah, we lived right outside of Tampa, and we've had somebody steal the faceplate from our radio while she was at work, I think.
No, at
Oh,
home.
it was at home. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's it. Here
But we also had a drug dealer when they're across the street from us in Florida.
well, that's true.
Yeah, so, we've kind of been there. Done
That was fun. Like 3 in the morning, loud bangs,
Oh my
and
God.
police lights.
The dogs
lighting up
went
at my
nuts.
house.
Yeah.
Like,
It was crazy.
yeah. So it is what it is. So now it's a lesson. That day I was pissed. I was slamming this counter. I was pissed. Margo, I'm not talking shit about Florida. I'm just saying drug dealers live there. Drug dealers live here too.
Margo, there are nice parts of Florida.
We like Tampa. We don't like the schools, but
the particular area we were in was not good.
It was Port Richey.
Between the drug dealers, between the schools being fenced in with barbed wire, between people robbing pharmacies for Oxycontin, there are very nice parts of Florida. It's a big state. The particular area that we were in was...
Well, she's in Tampa, so she knows.
Well, there's still nice areas around
There's nice
Tampa.
areas around Tampa, sure.
But not where we were.
But
we also didn't like the humidity.
Yeah, she lives. She's saying that's where she lives. So.
Yeah.
Florida was nice. I don't have any problems with Florida. We still go back there. It's not like we don't go back and visit.
I like visiting. I didn't like.
Yeah, we like
there.
to visit. We don't like to.
But I don't like palm trees.
Nikki says there's bad people in every state. 100%.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
But we've only seen bad people in this state.
No, depends on what you classify. I mean,
we've never been victims of crimes in any other state.
Oh, sure.
Except for her faceplate that got stolen once. But our car's been gone through once or twice. We've had
Since
the packages.
we've lived here, we've had packages. Yeah.
Some weird lady was taking pictures of kids a couple months ago.
Oh, I almost flipped my lid for that one.
Margo says she's in Holiday. So yeah, we know where Holiday is, south of Port Richey.
Yeah.
And live PD is in the county, so that should tell you something. That does tell us something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I have family in Holiday.
Yeah.
You did. They moved out of Holiday.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Not that when they moved was any better, but.
Yeah. So there's that. Our shipment got stolen. I was upset about it. I'm not so much anymore because I'm just looking at now, okay.
Just moving forward.
There was value there that was taken from us, but it wasn't. We only lost what we put into it. So,
yeah.
Which was about $300. And it screws up our bills. It screws up our kind of sales flow, our consistency. All that is now messed up. But yeah, Leisure Picker asked for a quick recap. I had an Amazon shipment stolen from my front porch. So the long and that's it. That's the short of it. All right, Nikki's off. See you later. And yeah, so now the lesson is we're not going to keep stuff outside anymore. Now if we schedule a pickup, they're going to have to come and knock on the door, and we're going to have to hand it off to them. So and that includes
mail.
Yeah, USPS daily.
Yeah.
We're going to leave it inside the garage door. When she comes up and knocks, we'll open the garage door and kick out the
Yeah, I'm going to talk to her about that.
Yeah.
Just so she's aware.
So, de-skin or get a bait package that shoots a blank when somebody, yeah.
I thought about it.
We thought about setting something
I
up.
thought about that. I thought about getting a camera. But, I mean, again, there are nice and assholes everywhere you go. And you just have to, what's the phrase? I'm going to say bite the bullet. Suck it up.
Just suck it up, I guess.
Build a bridge. There's quite a few.
Installing cameras and getting some range time in. I haven't picked it up yet, but I did get my gun permit. I don't know that we're going to go as far as to install cameras.
Yeah.
And buy a gun. Because I am actually anti-gun or irresponsible gun ownership.
Right. Not anti.
And I don't know if I trust myself to own a gun, because whenever somebody like cuts me off in traffic, I'm like, God, I wish I had a fucking gun to blow out their goddamn tires. So I don't know that I trust myself to have a gun. If something like that could set me off. So, but I'm going to get the permit just in case, you know, something happens and they say, you know what, we're not giving out permits anymore.
What I think I like better is getting one of those the invisible fences for the dogs and just putting it around the entire property and letting all 4 dogs roam the whole property.
Just keep them outside.
Well, and just because anybody wants to enter our property, they're going to get their ass bit.
The thing is the dogs barked that morning, but they bark at the UPS guy. They bark at the mail lady. They bark at kids that come up to they just bark at everything. So it's like, I got to train these fuckers to bark at bad people. You see the guy in the brown suit every single week. Like, stop barking at him, but bark at some, you know, dude with, you know, holes in his face and shit coming up and stealing our boxes.
Stop. I'm being stereotypical.
Sorry. So that's that. We had an entire Amazon shipment stolen from us.
From our front porch.
And back to Barry Worth's question of, do we regret this neighborhood? It's still a no, because
it's an investment.
It's an investment.
I mean, and
this town is really, really growing a lot. This neighborhood homes are starting to sell quicker. They're starting to rent quicker. People are looking to move here. So we bought this house at $128,000, and
it's an investment.
It's an investment for sure. We're building wealth in our home. We're, you know, I looked at a lot of different areas around this city, and decided that this town is the best investment. Everybody's going to be moving here. What are you looking at? You reading the chat?
Fine. It's hard to see.
So, yeah, I don't regret it. I just now, it's all a part of getting used to where you live, you know. So we have to protect ourselves better. We have to look out for things now that we weren't used to looking out for before. And it's naive of us, but you're always naive until you experience it.
Truth.
So now we've experienced it, and now if we move to another part of the country, which we're not planning to do, you know, we may be overprotective, you know, because we won't leave things outside, you know, because every experience you have in life dictates what your behavior is going to be after that. So,
right, which is why I point out that we've lived in 4 different states.
Yeah.
We have
a lot
experienced, we've experienced some shit.
James Hester, if money was no object, where would you like to live?
Oh, I think I'd rather travel. I don't think I'd want to call one place.
Not live anywhere in particular.
Yeah. Once the kids are out of school, of course.
Mm-hmm. I'll answer it this way. My favorite place that I've ever been to is Costa Maya, Mexico.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live there permanently, though.
Yeah, I don't think I would either. But that's my favorite place.
It's nice to visit.
Yeah, that's my favorite spot that I've ever traveled to.
I'd like to travel.
But living there, no.
Yeah.
Wes asks, any regrets about that area for picking for a living?
No.
100% no.
No, I definitely.
It is tenfold better
than where we were. Yeah.
James said he'd moved to London. That's interesting.
I'd like to visit London. I don't know that I'd want to move there.
I don't think I'd want to move there just because of the world climate right now. It's and I don't mean like.
Oh, doesn't it rain there?
No, I don't mean temperature and weather and shit like that. I mean like a lot of terrorist activities happen there. And so that kind of scares me about London and Paris and European countries.
That can happen anywhere.
It can happen anywhere, but it's less likely to happen here.
Well, you never know.
But I would want to move somewhere where English is the first language. Or Norway, because apparently Norway is pretty awesome. That's why they don't come here.
Please. You tell them about your ring?
Nah.
No.
I bought a ring because I lost my wedding ring. Yeah, no wedding ring.
Yeah.
But the indent is still there after like 3 weeks. So I'm branded for life, apparently.
Yep.
And I measured my finger, and I guess I measured it wrong. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm a size 18 ring. I can't find a size 18 ring anywhere. Because I'm not a... So I found a size 18 ring. Right? I'm not a size 18 ring. So, yeah.
Stop.
That's got to go back now. And I took a guess at another size, and I bought another ring. So we'll just keep buying it until I get it right.
Yeah. I know. She's obnoxious.
David Armstrong would move to San Diego. Nice weather year round.
Yeah, I have an issue with California. You've never been to California.
I've never been to California. I would like to go to California. But
I was there years ago.
the thing about an international destination is you can't continue to do what you do. But then money's not an object, so.
You mean like if we hit the lottery?
But I like doing what I do.
Right.
Like I would be bored if I had $100 million and nothing to do. That's boring. You can only look at your cash for so long.
Jet skiing.
I don't want to jet ski.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like your sport.
No. Jet ski. I can't even sit on like a pool floaty without falling off of it like in 3 seconds.
Oh.
I might move. I might want to move to like Northern California.
Yeah. That would be pretty.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to do West Coast. Oh.
What?
Penny pinching mom. Your ring size will be similar to your shoe size. We're a 7.5, 7.5 shoe and is a 7.5 ring. Wore a 4.5 ring and when she was wearing size 5 shoes.
Does that go for men too? Or is that just women?
I'm a size 13. I got a 14.5 ring. We'll see if that works. I think 13 will be too small. Based on like they have these like you can wrap a paper around your finger and mark it and measure it, and based on those measurements, I'm a 14.5.
I don't know. The first time you thought you were an 18, so I'm not real confident.
Yeah, I gave myself an extra inch of credit because that's what guys do. Could be a full-time YouTuber, but what am I going to do, James? Like, hey, I could be one of those guys that have a house and just say, this is my house. And I'm going to tell you about shit and not, nothing that I know about, but here's my fucking house and my car. Like, I'll just do that every day. I'll be Cal Kanai, like, every day. Mr. Sadie would hire a beer assistant and the rest will work itself out.
Nice.
That is the ballpark of my shoe size, penny pinching mom, yes. Much closer than an 18 ring. Yeah. Leisure Picker says make cat videos.
We're not cat people.
No.
Although cats are hilarious.
Cats will murder us.
They are funny though. I do like watching cats, but we can't have cats.
I'll do a cat video with like the cats behind a glass case. Because I'm allergic as hell to them. So. I'm going to print up a shipping label while we're just sitting here.
It's going to sound like a jet's taking off.
We're sitting here taking a break.
Yeah, we really kind of died out there, didn't we?
Might as well do some freaking work. 16 pounds to Virginia. Anybody want to guess how much that will cost? 16-pound box, priority mail, Alabama to Virginia. Let's get some guesses. If you closest guess, we'll get this used box of window fly traps.
No, there's not even anything in there.
Yeah, there is.
You're such a butt.
Priority mail. No, I'm not going to send this. That's gross. Too much. That's not a guess. I've got the answer. 16 pounds, Alabama to Virginia. $12, $28.56.
You can print the label.
$13.75 FedEx. $9.10, says Thrift Daddy. All right.
You guys are all kind of.
Mighty Mushroom, hey, butt lunch. What's going on, fucker? 16 pounds, Alabama to Virginia is $19.04. D. Skinner just said $19.
Mm-hmm. How many miles?
I don't know. What's that? 800 miles?
It depends on where in Virginia.
And I'm printing. It's going to get loud. Let's take off. Yeah, I'm not going to send out fly traps.
I don't know. What did you do with it?
I don't know. Pull it over here. Lost that.
Lost what? Is that it? Are we done shipping then? Or is there still more?
There's still more. So there's a little game I play, and as resellers, we all play stupid games with ourselves, like how many listings can I do in a day, or like how much can I buy with $25 at?
Shit.
Oh, I didn't put the. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I reminded you, so don't forget.
How much will $25 buy me at a thrift store? The game that I like to play as a reseller is how even can I get the tape across my shipping label? Like that's my game. That's what I play. I also do the listings and all that shit too. But I think it's fun to see if I can get exact when I tear the tape off and I put it on the label. Yeah, I don't know. Just what I do.
You're weird.
James Hester, how much money do you think Amazon loses on shipping? They don't charge anywhere near the actual cost. I don't think they lose a dime on shipping. I don't think they make money on shipping. I think they ship so much that they have a sweetheart deal that nobody else can get. because their account is just that massive. So, you know, commercial plus cubic pricing, whatever's out the window. You know, they get Amazon specific exclusive rates, I'm sure. So, but yeah, I don't think they're losing money. But all right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna go grab some food. So,
Well, I was thinking, what if we did a date night?
oh, date night. I'm gonna spend time with my wife. Ugh. Yeah, it's fine.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to be one of those?
Stop
people?
looking at me, Toots.
Go ahead, get
What's
him.
your problem?
She knows. She knows the attitude.
Look at this dog.
She's a mess right now.
Yeah, she is a mess. Look at this thing. I have this staring at me. Look in the camera, you dip.
She doesn't like to look in the camera.
I got this staring at me. Like, what are you talking about my mommy for?
Mhm.
So,
I'm telling you, one night she's gonna
Yeah.
attack you in the middle of the night.
all right. So we're gonna go get some food,
Right, yeah.
and yeah. So I'm gonna end the show here because I'm not gonna run it and leave for an hour and a half. Although I may do that one day. I may just set it up and like do a little bit and then just fucking leave. I'll even shut off the lights too, so it's totally black for you guys. You can just chat.
Bringing you all together.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's it. I'm out of here. Thanks for coming out and hanging out. Those of you that caught it live, thank you for spending part of your day with me. And for those of you that are watching, watching this later, thanks. Like, comment, subscribe, all that happy horse shit. We will see you later.
Bye.